Hey guys,
We're back!
welcome back to Dreadsteed number 11. I am your host Thal, joined by...
Galactic Hedgehog.
And we've got the finals. Hype!
Yay!
We've got Alfaxe versus Simon, and should be a good one. Simon, we just saw him 3-1 Dark Sub, and Alfaxe we saw be a familiar face in Tap's Bathtub. So it should be a good match. I'm looking forward to it.
Looks like Alfaxe is running Paladin. What does that say? Lock? Warlock. Shaman. And Simon is running Mage, Druid, and Warrior.
Yes. So who do you think, in your professional opinion...
My professional opinion is a Hearthstone caster.
Yes. Who do you think is favored?
I'm gonna go with Alfaxe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And why is that?
I'm just basing that purely on seeing him play earlier. I kind of felt like he had some pretty good decks.
He did beat Tap's Bathtub, which he is a very good player. So
yeah. So I don't know his decks. Just the way he was playing, like Simon. There were moments when I was like, "Oh my god, are you gonna win?" So
all right. Well, we'll see.
Anything can happen.
Yep. We'll see if your prediction's correct. We're jumping
Esports.
right on in.
So we've got that Mage and that Paladin matchup, and this is a Freeze Mage.
Yes, Simon, we did see his Freeze Mage before, so it is Freeze Mage against Secret Paladin. Gotta like the Freeze Mage in this matchup.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I mean, sure. Why would you say that?
I like how you agree before you...
I figure, like, if you're like, do you agree? You're probably like, you should be agreeing.
You definitely agree. So, yeah, the Freeze Mage, in my opinion, is favored because it's, Paladin likes to consistently put on pressure with these, like, high-value drops, and Freeze Mage is really good at just dealing with board pressure with their AoE clears, freeze, blah, 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 and, once Secret Paladin gets Alex Strazed, that they don't really have a way to deal with that. They don't... they have Lotheb, but other than Lotheb, they don't really have any healing. So I like Freeze Mage in this case.
Okay.
With that said, though, like we say all the time,
Esports.
This is Hearthstone. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Ha.
It's
Ha.
it's a reference to a card.
Because the Bloodfin Raptor. No.
That's not the joke.
All
There is
right.
a card literally
I'm
called
gonna just leave now.
Anything can happen. It's okay. You'll get there.
Leave.
You'll get there.
It's not one of the everyday cards.
No one's gonna get that reference.
I know.
Anyway,
You do.
Alfaxe plays the Pilot Strider, and this time it is in the middle.
Yay!
Thank God.
Good job. He learned from us being upset.
So, that does, however, enable Simon to get multiple draws off of this Acolyte. This is Noble Sacrifice, so he will get at least 2 draws off of this Acolyte of Pain. Which is, pretty big. You usually want to... When you're playing Freeze Mage, you want to limit their Acolyte of Pain draw to, at minimum, or at maximum 1. Sometimes even 0 by silencing it or something. So, being able to get 2 off of Acolyte's pretty significant, in my opinion. After that, though, he has a couple different options. Looks like he's going to Forgotten Torch. I like this. Dealing with the Secret Keeper while it's only a 1, 2, or 2, 3. Excuse me. Is really nice because, it's not uncommon to see a Secret Keeper buffed up to like a 5, 6, or 6, 7.
Damn.
Because of all the secrets. I mean, that's why they're called Secret Paladin. It only makes sense for the Keeper of secrets to, get big.
Is that why their hair is so big? It's full of secrets.
Is their hair that big?
It's a Mean Girls reference. It's okay.
Okay, well, no one's gonna get that.
I'm sure something like that.
So Simon plays Mad Scientist and Ice Bear. Interesting that he plays Ice Bear after Mad Scientist. It makes sense because he is guaranteed to get the Ice Block after that. But sometimes you don't want the Ice Block. Sometimes you want both Ice Barriers. Not sure. Regardless, Alfaxe plays Dr. Six, also known as Mysterious Challenger. Always a good play, but this is another reason why Freeze Mage, in my opinion, is favored. Stuff like Noble Sacrifice doesn't really matter against Freeze Mage. Freeze Mage isn't attacking into your face or your minions. They're flinging spells, you know, left and right at your face. So, or like playing AOE to deal with your board. So, stuff like Noble Sacrifice doesn't matter. Competitive Spirit doesn't really matter either because they'll usually Frost Nova your board. So, you know, this 9/6, it may look scary, but it's not going to really matter that much for the next few turns, probably because of Blizzard and Doomsayer, so... Can Alfaxe deal with this Doomsayer is the question. Ragnaros could deal with it. That's really risky, though.
Yeah.
Oh, right, he can also just keep Revoldaman it. I like playing Ragnaros better, personally. It's definitely more of an esports play. But this is definitely a more sane approach.
Can't all be crazy like you.
I wish.
Reporting for duty.
So... Simon... Ooh. Emperor. Not the best Emperor hand, actually. This is kind of hard. He could... I mean, if you draw off of the Obvious Engineer, and if you draw something good, like Ice Lance or Frostbolt or whatever, then Emperor becomes pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think you want to play... If you're going to play Emperor, I think you want to play Novice Engineer along with it, because you don't want to discount Novice Engineer. You want to discount whatever it draws, probably. Acolyte Pain. That's not... It's not really a great card to discount either. Alex Draws is good, Fireball is good. Pyroblast is okay. Can he actually pop 15, 17, 21? He can. So, I forgot that Alfaxe is running Ragnaros. That's definitely going to make a big difference in this matchup. Can you, like, easily pop him at, like, 1 or something? I don't think so. Yeah, play the Ragnaros. Maybe even play the Venge too. Just why not? Oh, it doesn't play that. So, this is now really scary for Simon.
Yeah.
If he still had that Ice block up. And this is why I was kind of reluctant about Emperor, because it was a really slow play and you would probably get popped next turn. So definitely looking for Ice block here, but even if he gets it, there's not much he can do after it. Yeah, that's it.
There you go. So that was the Paladin.
Yep, so sometimes when you're playing Freeze Mage, you just kind of... Nice. You just kind of get cornered into these positions where there's not much you can do. But that was kind of brought on, I think, by his play of Emperor, that it was pretty slow, and you were like almost definitely getting... That's right. Definitely getting popped next turn. So, not too sure about that Emperor play. Also, I just put Simon 1 when in fact he did not. You don't deserve that 1, Simon.
Oh! Damn!
He's got to win to get it. He's got to deserve it.
Damn.
This guy's really thinking about things.
Alright, so what do you think? I think that Simon is not going to play the Mage again.
No?
No, I think he's going to play Druid or Warlock. Or Warrior, I mean.
Alfaxe's Warlock is Mallylock, right? Yeah. Mallylock against Freeze Mage. You don't see too much Mallylock nowadays.
No, this is the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot. Not saying a lot at all.
I'm not sure what you bring here as Alfaxe. Really, I think it's just a coin flip. Warlock versus Shaman.
Let's go Shaman.
Nope.
Warlock. And he brought the Mage, so I was really just wrong about everything.
Good job. Simon the Freeze Mage, Alfaxe with the Mally Lock. That's a pretty decent hand from Alfaxe, yeah. And the Twilight Guardian too. That's actually really good, yeah. Zombie Chow into Dark Peddler into Twilight Guardian into Twilight Drake.
Well, there you go, folks.
2 Zombie Chow even. Don't think he coined the second one out though. Simon, on the other hand, not a great draw. You want Mad Scientist. You want like your card draw in the beginning, and he has Acolyte, but excuse me, he does not have Mad Scientist. Oof, excuse me.
So what do you take here?
These are all pretty bad.
What's the least bad?
Probably Blood Imp. Just because it buffs your minions potentially out of like AoE range.
Pain, speak to me.
Acolyte of Pain, not bad here. But Alfaxe can coin Twilight Guardian. Let's get coin Twilight Drake instead. Interesting. I think I would have liked Twilight Guardian better. It makes your Twilight Drake like a little bit weaker next turn, but you protect your 2/3 and 2/2, and from the Acolyte of Pain attacking into it, so you could then the Freeze Mage could only attack 1 card. And also, Twilight Guardian now needs a dragon in order to gain its buff. He draws the dragon, but he didn't have the dragon before, I promise.
So he got lucky.
Yeah, basically. I think Twilight Guardian was just definitely like the play there in my opinion. Interesting that he doesn't even play it now. Probably to play against Frost Nova Doomsayer, which makes sense. Simon does have 2 Frost Novas with no Doomsayer. So, yeah. Not gonna play the Abusive Sergeant, makes sense. Simon draws the Mad Scientist. This is like enough pressure to make Simon want to clear this board without, Alfaxe overcommitting to it. So I think if you're Alfaxe and you see Simon not clear the board, you're probably like, okay, he probably does not have Frost Nova plus Doomsayer. Oh wow, I forgot he ran Kazan Mystic. Oh my god, this is the perfect deck to play Kazan Mystic. Literally the best deck to play Kazan Mystic against.
Nice.
So like it's literally like this matchup doesn't usually happen. But with Kazan Mystic,
So many
possibilities.
So good. Unfortunately for Alfaxe, Simon gets Ice Barrier for Mad Scientist, which is guaranteed because he has both ice blocks in his hand, but Alfaxe doesn't know that, so... when you Kazan Mystic, you want to 100% get the ice block over the Ice Barrier. By the way, in case you didn't know.
Now I do. I didn't know.
If you're Simon, you don't really want an Emperor.
I wonder.
Because it discounts like 3 secrets, 2 Frost Novas. That's not what you want to get. It's not what you want to discount, rather. So Simon already flinging spells to Alfaxe's face. This is a really hard matchup, I think, for Simon. Not only like the Kazan Mystic makes it impossible, basically, almost impossible, but even stuff like anti-healer, anti-kill pop, makes it hard too. And Alfaxe, we know, runs a Brand also, so Brand plus anti-heal bot allows him to heal very far out of range of any spells that Simon could cast. That's kind of far down the line, but it's still something to keep in mind as the game plays out. And this is not where you want to be as Freeze Mage. You don't want to react to the board without developing your own stuff.
That makes sense.
And developing an ice block feels really bad because it kind of, unless you're like pushing your own agenda, because it basically does nothing right now. You played a secret that literally does nothing right now.
That sucks.
It's like 3 mana, do nothing, basically.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna die that turn anyway, so like it didn't matter. Simon does draw the Alexstrasza, so that's 1 There's his win condition, but he's already used a fireball on the Emperor. He has Frost Nova in case he feels like he's gonna get popped soon, but Frost Nova probably not gonna like really make a difference right now. You might have to play Emperor. Looks like he's gonna Frost Nova. The thing is, like, Frost Nova-ing, like, doesn't actually... It stalls the game slightly, I think. Yeah. Maybe by a turn. Maybe. Meanwhile, Alfaxe is like, I'm just gonna keep drawing my cards and, you know, playing my minions. He can heal bot here just to be, like, super safe. But yeah, like, I was gonna say he can literally just do nothing, which he did. And...
So now he's just kind of waiting, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Simon can Alexstrasza this turn, but it does nothing. It actually does nothing. And you know that this Malilock deck runs heal, so you want to Alexstrasza after they've healed. You don't want to Alexstrasza them, and then they just heal right back up to 30. That Blizzard does really good. They'll stall a turn and kill some minions.
Yeah.
Now Alfaxe has to play something, because otherwise he'll discard a card next turn. So yeah, probably play just one heal bot and pass. You don't really mind the game going longer. You know, you don't mind the Freeze Mage stalling it out right now because you have so much heal, you have Kazan Mystic, you're like feeling really, really good right now if you're Alfaxe.
So many possibilities.
So I'm gonna end the turn.
Simon's starting to rack up some more damage in his hand.
Yeah, he keeps playing with the, what is that, Frostbolt?
Yeah, Frostbolt hovering over the Emperor Thorsan. You can Emperor Frost Nova. It's not bad. Potentially get 2 ticks off of your Emperor. Yeah, looks like that's what he's going for. I think, yeah, this is kind of... It's not the only way you win, but it's one of your few win conditions at this point, is getting more than 1 tick on your Emperor. Fortunately for Simon, Alfaxe has not drawn the Malygos yet, or any Soulfires, so he does have Dark Bomb, but he can't play Dark Bomb with Malygos until he gets Emperor Thorasian, so... And now, yeah, now he's gonna play Alexstrasza. He has enough damage, I believe. He has 1, 2, 3, 6, 10... Oh no, he only has 10. Oh, there's a Malygos. So he'll need to draw into more damage, but... Oh, is this actually just lethal for
I think so.
Alfaxe? With the... Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, there you go. I mean, that's what Kazan Mystic does against Freeze Mage. You know, that's why it's so good. Freeze Mage feels like really safe with their Ice Block. They'll do a play where that's, you know, pushes their agenda, and normally they can get away with it because they have the Ice Block.
But not this time. Alright, so we have a Shaman left for Alfaxe, and Simon, what do you think you should bring?
What do I think who should bring?
Simon.
Against Alfaxe's Shaman, probably want to bring, well, it's Patron Warriors, so I think actually all of these decks are pretty bad against Shaman.
Do you think it's going to be a quick game, or do you think it's going to...
Depends on what Simon brings. Warriors are okay against Shaman.
Looks like it's the Freeze Mage.
Actually, is Freeze Mage bad against Shaman? Aggro Shaman?
You tell me.
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm not sure, actually. I want to say Shaman is favored, but...
Yeah.
It depends also on the kind of, like, how the game plays out, like how Mage, if Mage has like Frost Nova to deal with Shaman's board, if Shaman can get like a Doomhammer, etc. Alfaxe does have a very good hand right now.
That's a really nice hand.
Yeah. Crackle doesn't really matter, but the Ancestral Knowledge and Totem Golem are both very nice right now. Simon actually has a pretty nice answer to this Leper Gnome with Novice Engineer. And Alfaxe doesn't really have a way to deal with it, so I'm just gonna have to accept that the Leper Gnome's gonna die, push 2 damage now, and push up 2 more damage when it dies.
That's not terrible though.
Who are you rooting for right now?
I don't know, because part of me is like, oh, maybe I want someone to come back, but the other part of me is like, if Alfaxe wins, like, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for him, I feel like that's a really nice victory.
Yep.
3-0.
It's true.
Dominate. So we'll see. I think Alfaxe is going to come out on top though.
Interesting that Alfaxe chose the Druid hero power versus the Warlock hero power. Warlock hero power is really good in Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
But he chose not to go for that, so interesting. Also interesting that Simon sent the Mad Scientist in. I guess that makes sense because you don't want to draw your Ice Barrier.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
So you send it in to kill it now before you draw the Ice Barrier. Simon has 2 ice blocks in his hand, which actually kind of sucks. Those aren't the cards you want in your hand. You want to pull those with Mad Scientists. Or you want to draw those later in the game. So Simon gonna play slow draw, and Alfaxe gonna be able to push a lot of damage here. It's actually not a great hand for Alfaxe. This is like when you want to play something like a Feral Spirits, or you know, a Arctic Horse Rider. Question is, do you play Lightning Bolt, Rockbiter? Kind of, it's I don't know how I feel about this Crackle to the face.
Yeah.
It is pretty aggressive, but if you're gonna do that, you might want a Lava Shock also. Not sure. Does he have? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 from hand? Plus 3 is 10. He actually has a lot of damage right now. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty bad for Simon. Simon needs to play the Ice Block. Plus, because this is so much damage, you don't... And when you see a Shaman flinging spells at your face like willy-nilly like this, you're like, oh god, he has even more burn, so I need to like...
Yeah.
I need to start healing or start doing something. Ice Block is fine, but he does have Frost Nova. And he's gonna Forgotten Torch instead. Yeah, I like Forgotten Torch better. Frost Nova. There's the Doomhammer. I was gonna say Alfaxe probably is gonna need a bit more damage besides what he has in hand. So Doomhammer is really nice right now. And I think 10... No, he's 1 damage from popping the block right now. That sucks for him. Still going to put him down to 1 with the Rockbiter though.
That's scary.
Yeah, very scary for Simon. Simon needs to figure out a way to deal with this. I think I like Frostbolt Face plus Doomsay right now. Actually, wait, if you play Doomsay, do you lose? Because of the leopard? Rockbiter. Well, Alfaxe can pop him with the Lava Shock, so that's gonna force him to play his second Ice Block. But he has no way right now to freeze Alfaxe's face. So he's gonna need something like an Ice Lance or a Frostbolt. There you go. No, so he's able to delay the game a little bit longer. So you can just get Arcane Intellect instead. Okay. So probably play the Ice Block now. He's gonna Frost Nova instead of Ice Block. Frost Nova plus Frostbolt the face. This is risky. If he has any damage, if Alfaxe has any damage, any burn spells, he wins. Ooh, that is not one though.
No.
Still, he's in a really good spot right now.
I mean, just sitting there with that much health compared to 1, I feel like.
It can be that kind of stuff can be kind of deceptive when you're going against, especially going against a freeze mage. But yeah, in this case, yeah.
But still, I don't know. Just you have some time.
Yeah. So Alfaxe will pop the block now again.
Up in the block.
And Simon needs to muster up 20 damage right now, which I don't know. It kind of looks like this is, yeah, I
mean, that's asking so much.
The only way to freeze these minions is with Blizzard, and Blizzard kills the Leopardon, which in turn deals 2 damage to you, which in turn kills you.
Yeah.
So I think that's his game. He's gonna ping the Acolyte, see what he draws.
Sorry that happened.
But he's already used both Frost Novas. He can't Blizzard. Yeah, I think that's game. Alfaxe is gonna take it.
Damn, that was a sweep.
Super quick 3-0. Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
Well, GG's to Alfaxe.
Indeed, and Simon, good job.
Yeah, still,
second
yeah.
is still really good. So.
Yeah, second's still great. He gets 2 Hearthstone championship points. So, grats to Simon also. But GG's to Alfaxe for taking Dreadsteed Cup number 11.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week.
Yeah, definitely.
With number 12.
Yep.
You all should sign up.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in playing, we'll be back on Thursday. Sign up. The brackets are linked in the Twitch channel. So feel free to sign up on Battlefied there. Or, we post links constantly on Twitter.
Yeah, so, if you want to be reminded, you should go follow us on Twitter.
Good job. Good sellout.
You're welcome.
Good sellout. 10 out of 10. So we'll be back next week, and with more, hopefully, great matches.
Yes, definitely great matches.
Yes.
They're always great.
See you guys next week. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, wonderful rest of your week.
Have a good weekend.
Yes, and
follow
take care.
us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter if you want. Click on all the social links, blah blah blah, etc. Sell out.
Bye.
Bye.